4279 or visit lifesourcewater.com. That's 888-712-4279. LifeSource Water. Taste and feel the difference.
Okay, Ted, you get to wrap up the 7 o'clock hour with this check on traffic.
And I am wrapping it up with a very agreeable situation. If you have somewhere you need to be right now, we are not seeing any slowdowns. Now, if you know of one, by all means, let me know on the KCBS phone force. 415-391-KCBS. That's 415-391-5227. You can also get me on Twitter at KCBS AM FM Traffic, but everywhere is at the speed limit right now. No problems, no accidents, no incidents. Nothing that is going to slow you down. I will advise you that there's a high wind advisory. That's something to pay attention to, especially if you have a taller and or broader vehicle, as you can get pushed about lanes a little bit, but that's not causing any slowdowns, just something to keep in mind. Your next update is going to be at 8:08 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
Bay Area forecast includes clouds by the coast, giving way to sunshine across the Bay Area, with highs in the upper 60s to mid-70s by the Bay, and mid-70s to low 80s inland with light breezes this afternoon. Traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS. August 7th, 2022, coming up on KCBS.
I'm Alice Words. Artists, activists, and kayakers call out an oil giant. Protest to protect the community.
And I'm Peter Finch. Yesterday, bicyclists on the Bay Bridge, hundreds of them.
In a rare weekend session, senators debate the Democrats' climate and health care bill today. I'm Eric Thomas. CBS News is next.
When you need to know, KCBS AM, KFRC FM, and HD1, San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, and Odyssey Station.
8 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
I'm Christopher Cruz in Washington.
Round. No. Shots. No.
The U.S. Senate has been in session all weekend as Democrats work on a major budget bill and Republicans try to stop. The U.S. Senate was in action, or at least in debate, through the night, touching on some 700 pages. Energy, climate, taxes, and drug costs. Senator Bernie Sanders of Vermont.
This reconciliation bill will do what should have been done many years ago, and that it will allow Medicare to begin negotiating prescription drug prices.
In strong opposition, Tennessee Republican Marsha Blackburn.
The American people are laughing at the name of this bill.
The name is the Inflation Reduction Act.
At the Conservative Political Action Conference, Trump wondered why two Senate Democrats have now decided to support the legislation after turning thumbs down on an earlier version.
What happened to Manchin and Senator? What happened? I'm trying to figure what the hell happened. Where did this new philosophy come from all of a sudden?
New York City Mayor Eric Adams is angry with Texas Governor Greg Abbott, who sent a bus of migrants from Texas.
It's unimaginable what the governor of Texas has done. When we think about this country, a country open to those who were fleeing persecution.
Adams met the bus. He said he wishes the governor had given the city more notice so that it could better prepare for the arrival of the migrants. The Iran-backed Islamic Jihad has fired hundreds of rockets into Israel in retaliation for an Israeli military offensive. Israel has intercepted many of the rockets. This man lives in Israel near the Gaza Strip.
We're cleaning out the safe room. The mattress is not much to get ready for. Mostly empty.
At least 29 Palestinians. A serial killer targeting Muslims. They're looking closely at 4 deaths, 3 this year and 1 last year. Ahmad Assed at the Islamic Center of New Mexico.
Devastating as you can imagine. We've never gone through anything like this before. This is really a surreal time for us.
Recent coronavirus isolation, President Biden left the White House for Rehoboth, Delaware this morning, reportedly telling reporters he's in good spirits. The president tested negative yesterday, and today they're scheduled to visit Kentucky tomorrow. This is CBS News.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance
They'll take it. They can take your paycheck and bank accounts too, even your business. Don't take on the IRS alone. If you owe back taxes, the smartest thing you can do is call Optima Tax Relief. The experts at Optima specialize in a powerful IRS tax assistance program called the Fresh Start Initiative. And their clients that qualify are saving thousands. One call starts the process to stop the demand letters, stop aggressive collection actions, and stop targeting you. But don't delay. It's important to act now while you still have options. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Optima has already resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get your life back. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima now for your free consultation. Call
343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Teachers will soon be heading back to the classroom, but with an extra financial burden this year.
Many teachers spend hundreds of dollars for school supplies at the start of the new school year. Teachers like Daddy Bittner of Fargo, North Dakota will spend even more this year because of inflation.
I would definitely that we would consider essential for the classrooms.
We all know teachers. We all know an educator of some kind. And we know that
started a Facebook group called Clear the List for people to donate school items to teachers. CBS News.
Elon Musk may be willing to go ahead with his planned $44 billion purchase of Twitter. Yesterday, he said the purchase should move forward if the company can confirm some details about how it measures whether user accounts are spam bots or if they belong to real people. The billionaire and Tesla out of his April agreement to buy the company. Christopher Cruz, CBS News.
It's 8:05 at the Bay Area's news station KCBS. We will see the sun start off with clouds by the coast. Good morning, I'm Eric Thomas. Here's what's happening out there. Motorists heading eastbound over the Bay Bridge. Surprise! KCBS's Peter Finch tells us all about it.
It was not a call the California Highway Patrol was expecting.
Approximately 2:26 p.m. we received the 911 call to our CHP dispatch center regarding several hundred bicyclists who entered the bridge on the Marin Sterling Street on-ramp in downtown San Francisco.
That's right, hundreds of bicyclists, including juveniles, riding amongst the cars and trucks on the lower deck of the bridge. There were no crashes, no injuries, and no arrests. Officer Andrews says they don't know who the cyclists were. As for why they did it,
we don't have any information as to what the intention was for trying to cross the bridge, other than actually just bicycling across the bridge.
Peter Finch, KCBS.
This weekend, at the Chevron refinery in the East Bay, activists condemned the environment, holding a rally and march at the gates of the refinery entrance. There were also protests today. KCBS's Alice Wertz reports.
It was 2012 when a huge refinery fire in Richmond kept people indoors for hours, including school children. Turned out, Chevron ignored a decade of warnings about an equipment failure. A corroded pipe caused the refinery fire.
Chevron has really caused a lot of harm to this community, not only the people, also the land, so they gotta go.
Jason Woody flying protest flags as they paddled along the Richmond shoreline. He spoke of the flaring incident that happened here last week.
They claim that they're releasing gas into the air, which is still poisonous, yet it's part of their safety protocols.
Lauren Mangles also kayaked and marched to the refinery gate with others, hoping for a better Richmond, for the environment.
And we want to send that message to Chevron as well. We want people to join us from Chevron because this is harming all of us. We all deserve a better future.
Alice Wertz, KCBS.
Firefighters continue to gain ground against the state's deadliest and largest wildfire of the year. The McKinney fire is now 40% contained after burning more than 60,000 acres. Officials say 4 people have died and about 130 structures have burned since that fire started a week ago. Meantime, the Yetting fire, burning farther to the west near Happy Camp, was sparked a week ago by lightning and has since burned almost 8,000 acres. It's only about 10% contained. The Oak fire burning in Mariposa County near Yosemite is now nearly 92% contained. Just ahead on KCBS.
I'm Megan Goldsby on the settlement that will halt new gas and oil drilling with land in Central California.
8:08. First for traffic, here's Ted Ramey with the traffic picture.
We've got a new accident that just come in San Leandro, northbound 880 approaching Davis Street. Car is off to the side of the roadway now, but there is metal debris in the road, which another car that was driving by did strike, and now apparently they're stuck. They don't say whether or not they're in the roadway, stuck with that debris. CHP is responding. This one just came in a couple of minutes ago, so hopefully we will know more information in 10 minutes time. But the good news is, as I look at the traffic map, not seeing any slowing as of yet. Volume is light. We'll see if that. Not seeing any slowing around the Bay Area right now. You can head north on 880 into the Maze, or you can head south into San Jose. Everything looking good. Same story up and down 101 and 280 along the peninsula. San Francisco looking good, but will be crowded later today with outside lanes. So expect some increased time on your trip into the city if that is in your plans today, whether you're going to outside lands or something else. Heavier than usual. North Bay right now checking in free of any problems, delays, accidents, incidents. Your next update at 18 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
Well, taking a look outside the window right now over the financial district of San Francisco, seeing a few sun breaks out there, and the cloud cover that most of us are experiencing, ranging from the upper 60s to mid 70s by the bay to the mid 70s and low 80s inland. It's going to be clear skies with some patchy clouds rolling in at the coast in the 50s and low 60s. Traffic and weather together on the 8s on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS. Back to our news watch at 8:10. A new settlement between state and federal officials has halted some Trump-era plans for fracking and drilling in Central California. As KCBS's Megan Goldsby reports, the environmentalists.
This settlement puts on hold plans for new gas and oil drilling and fracking in Marin County.
These oil and gas activities leave destructive, breathing, smelling, security to live nearby, and many communities in the Central Valley in particular live very close to these activities and would have been harmed by them.
Not to mention wildlife in the area, says Liz Jones, attorney with the
This agreement requires the government to go back and be careful to assess the environmental impact of these activities, and we think that any objective, thorough analysis will show that we can't afford more oil and gas extraction on public lands due to the greenhouse gas emissions, the air pollution, the destroyed habitat.
Especially with global warming and more fires in California, Jones says, well, this is a good step. The goal is to end the state. Megan Goldsby, KCBS.
A ribbon-cutting ceremony was held Friday to celebrate the completion of the long-awaited Petaluma widening project, which adds carpool lanes to a 4-mile section of Highway 101 in Sonoma County. Carpool lanes have been added between Lakeville Highway and Old Redwood Highway. The Petaluma widening project is one of 12 widening projects in the larger Marin-Sonoma Narrows to add carpool lanes between Novato in Marin County and Petaluma. KCBS News Time, 8:11. We're about 3 minutes away from a check on the sports line.
Your home is a one-of-a-kind piece of art, a palette of design elements reflecting your personal aesthetic and functional needs. For over 20 years, All Natural Stone's exclusive collection of luxury tile, exotic and specialty natural stone, and masterfully engineered porcelain has been transforming homes into pieces of livable art. Visit one of All Natural Stone Berkeley, Dublin, Burlingame, San Jose, or at allnaturalstone.com and find your inspiration. You can dine in art, entertain in art, bathe in art, lounge in art, relax in art. You can live in art.
Guys, I'll never forget the first time I saw somebody get results at our clinic. He was an 81-year-old man who hadn't been intimate with his wife in over 8 years. Viagra had stopped working for him, and he was desperate for help. After he walked into my office and told me he couldn't believe the results. Needless to say, this was a very happy man. This man made me a believer in what we do. He had taken pills for years, but he had never fixed the problem. When he came to us, our treatment does what no pill can do. And right now, we're offering a free treatment just for coming in. That's right. You can try this treatment at no cost. If you suffer from ED or disease, give West Coast Men's Health a call today.
With clinics in San Mateo and Sacramento, call 650-407-1168. That's 650-407-1168. Online at westcoastmenshealth.com. HSA cards welcome and financing available.
How do you make the most of your land? If you ask the Wrens, who run with us on a John Deere mower, they tell you,
I mow first, then I do all the
who work behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor would say.
If it's something you want, just go after it and try it.
Then there's the Mosers, who may mention from the seat of their John Deere Gator UTV.
You can't be all work and not play.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. Learn how to make the most of yours at Deere.com. Nothing runs like a Deere.
My heart was racing just making spaghetti. I could have waited to tell my doctor, but I didn't wait.
I was short of breath just reading a book. I could have delayed.
They told their doctors and found out they have atrial fibrillation, a condition which makes it about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. If you have one or more of these symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness, this is no time to wait. Contact your doctor.
Brought to you by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Coming up on KCBS.
I'm Alice Wertz. Why Elon Musk may be in trouble with California regulators.
Look now at the KCBS Sports Line at 8:15. Baseball, the second game of the Battle of the Bay takes place this afternoon. First pitch, 1:07. Yesterday, the Giants beat Oakland 7-3. Here's Joe Hughes with more sports.
The 49ers have been very glad to have dynamic wide receiver Deebo Samuel back at practice this week after he signed his. And as far as any residual tension between Deebo and the coaching staff, after the star wideout started the offseason by asking for a trade, Trent Williams counseling the young wide receiver to focus on his relationship with head coach Kyle Shanahan.
Like, you and Kyle have a great relationship, and I don't think you should let that go. I think by you talking to him and y'all being a man that y'all are and the respect that y'all have with each other, I think everything get worked out.
Trent Williams added that the inspirational way that Deebo Samuel plays football is why it was so important to keep him on the squad.
Every time he touches the ball, you watch how he finishes. Any crease, he's going to exploit it. You watch what he do. I mean, the spark plug that he is for the team coming out the locker room is not just for show. That's how we are in the locker room, period. So you the boom box is probably right next to his locker. He's that type of person, and that's why he's important to this organization. That's why we had to have him.
The Niners players and fans both excited that the team was able to work it out to keep Deebo Samuel happy. Niners will open their preseason schedule on Friday, taking on the Packers. From the sports desk, Joe Hughes, KCBS.
Problem with getting something for free?
I just feel guilty about it.
Guilty?
Who does that anyway? Give away something for free?
S&G Carpet during their buy two get one free sale?
What do you mean?
Look, we're going to go to one of S&G's big showrooms, check out samples of carpet, waterproof core, hardwood, and laminate.
Wow.
They'll come over and measure with a laser and guarantee their installation for life. Think of it like you're getting 1/3 off. You buy 2 square feet of select flooring and S&G gives you one for free.
So I have that to spend now.
What?
Well, I saved 1/3.
No, you're looking at this
S&G's
wrong.
buy two, get one free sale saved me 1/3, so now I have that to spend.
You don't feel guilty spending what we saved?
Yeah, no.
There's no guilt in saving 1/3 off select carpet, waterproof core, hardwood, or laminate during S&G's buy two, get one free sale. Plus, they'll beat any written estimate by 10%, and the price they quote is always the price you pay.
S&G more than carpet.
Go to sgcarpet.com for the showroom nearest you, or to have their mobile showroom come to you.
Find what you love at the Mila Innovation Center at Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill. Select the built-in kitchen appliance package that is right for you, and for a limited time, save up to $1,800 with a purchase of a qualifying Mila appliance package. Visit Friedman's Appliance in Pleasant Hill or at friedmansappliance.com.
Have weekend plans? Take us along the ride.
The weather's been spectacular, and so we're really excited.
Day, night, and weekend, we keep you up to date on the news, traffic, and weather.
Well, we're standing in some really fine weather right now as we look forward